Hello there. I'm Eduardo7 and I got here my first video in a long series that I want to be doing following Apple Arcade. I'm a big fan of mobile gaming, but I dislike with a passion the free-to-play model that lots of games have implemented into games that honestly the free-to-play model I just dread. For example, this genre would be one of them. I give you context before I go further in. I will give you 30 minutes for games that I didn't like that much, and an hour for games that I found that are worthy and were fun and more than likely gonna be fun for the rest of the game. So I'll start by saying this game I've played for an hour. It is called Sayonara Wild Heart. It is not a mobile iOS exclusive only. It is on mobile only iOS, but it is available on consoles and I think on PC too. But anyway, without further ado, if you're here, you know what you're looking for, and I'm gonna give you my raw, just straight out, non-edited opinion, my first impression on this game. But anyway, I'm gonna be quiet just for 10 seconds so you can listen to this soundtrack. So, I actually enjoy the music in this game. If you're not a fan of pop, you're not gonna like this game. It's just not gonna work for you. But I actually like its upbeat. I'm glad it's not J-pop centric, like to those tones from J-pop. If you've heard J-pop, you know what I'm talking about. If you're used to Western or what you call the American continent or European pop or electronic. So definitely I enjoyed this game quite a bit on its music. I am quite far in, and right now I played, like I said, for an hour. I did play for about 15-20 minutes before I actually started recording this video clip, but I enjoyed the game, and honestly, I'm just gonna give you straight out as the video goes. I'll try to give you my input. So there's these quick events where you can tap. I actually tapped the heart instead of the actual screen, but you can actually tap the screen. You don't have to tap the heart itself. It's specifically where it's, you know, the circles down in. You can just tap wherever you want and it'll work. And so just a tip. I finally figured it out through the video, but even then I'm still used to kind of just, you know, reach for that tap on that specific area. But it doesn't really mean you don't have to. Anyway, I'm done repeating. Let's keep going. So the game will actually switch between. It's on rails, musical on rail, like you're seeing right now with a bike. That's the majority of the game. Not on the bike though, because this game is so unique and so varied that you'll be running on top of on the side of buildings. You'll be flying over a opened like a just split in half road that it's leads straight down a hill or something out of like 2012. But anyway, the game just varies so much between the on rails mechanics that sometimes, as you'll see now, the road, this woman, and by the way, they said apparently, I've heard that it is only a female cast, so it's only females, but it's about some journey. I honestly don't know anything about the story, let me tell you. It's just a girl that apparently, a woman that is going through, I don't know, psychedelics, something. But anyway, she's going at it, she's flying, as you can tell. It'll take that approach. It's fun, actually, just out of nowhere. But it is crazy, though. Like, you're having, like, you're going on a motorcycle, you're going on a car, out of nowhere, you're going on a flying card for, like, a deck card game. Sometimes you're just flying on top of a sword that transforms into like a Star Fox 64 ship. It's crazy. Like, it is legitimately crazy. This game goes all over the place, and I like it. It does bring a con though. I'm just scrolling through the video right now as I go, so bear with me. So it does come with a con though, that the rails are hard sometimes to see if you're just playing for the first time. Or sometimes there's actually not even no trail or rail, like there's no lane, nothing showing you the lane. Let me show you one here, for example. Well, you can't. Honestly, my first time, I couldn't even tell where I could go and where I couldn't. Let me get rid of this part of the video. Right here, starting there. Tell me, where's the rails, man? Look, there it is. Oh, it's short. Oh, okay. They just went. Okay, there it is. Okay, okay. I just lost that tunnel. See, like it's going so crazy fast, just spinning around, throwing light effects all over the place. It's awesome. I mean, when you're playing it, it's just nuts. And as a first playthrough, though, my personality, my preference is honestly, I don't play many musical like on rails games. I used to be a huge fan of Tap Tap Dance. If you don't know what that is, you're too young. But when it used to be popular, even the first one, then Tap Tap Revenge. My bad, not Tap Tap Dance. Tap Tap Revenge. The second one came with chat rooms, by the way. But anyway, there's another on rails that I played with a sort of a car, but I can't remember much. But I mostly play on consoles. Mobile games, my main focus is like MOBA games on mobile, like Vainglory, or shooter games like Modern Combat, but I'm kind of done with those. PUBG Mobile, those are kind of my forte on mobile. And then special experiences like Ronaldo or Leo's Adventure or Alto's Odyssey, stuff like that. Which this game, by the way, just transitioning into it, might as well, comes with some nice 2D areas. I want to show you real quick though this nice. Look at this. Look at that. For me, this part was one of my favorites. Even though I didn't understand when I was supposed to tap to be able to jump, or if I needed to worry about where I was gonna fall, but I was just going, man. I'm like, go through the forest. Let's do it. I don't know, like save Bambi or something. Bambi's mom is like, you're literally riding Bambi's mom right there. And then it's like spins and then turns into a card, and you know it's nuts. And then you're on a bike in the forest and you gotta avoid the trees. Like it goes all over the place. Let me fast forward real quick so I can show you. Oh yeah, this part. I'm gonna actually go back a little bit. You'll probably pass it before the video because this is kind of this is a new type of video I'm trying to do. So please bear with me. And let me know what you think in the comments. But anyway, as this end part, you'll eventually encounter the last part of the level. Either it'll just end, or it'll end. That's it. Or it'll end with a sort of a not cliffhanger, but an introduction to the next enemies, the next villains in the game, which you will end up fighting or just interacting with in one way or another. You know. And so let me show you this. For example, you will eventually, it'll introduce like shooting mechanics. Your bike will eventually have guns on it, and it'll start shooting at wolves, metal wolves in the forest and whatnot. And eventually it becomes like a mega wolf, and it's got a pilot and all that stuff. And some sections also in the shooting, I'll put it right up and you'll be able to see it. You'll be on like first person view on the bike. And then eventually you do reach, if I remember correctly, like a section where you can actually shoot the bike while you're on first person. There it is. It's just coming up. And so it is varied. Like this game introduces things, and then out of nowhere, 2 levels, 3 levels later, ba-bam, you got a new mechanic. And you're like, what the fitch? I wasn't expecting that. And then this one, like a boss battle. And it's actually fun. And it takes, when you die, by the way, you just respawn in a checkpoint just further back, and the game will actually, let me see if I can fast forward and find it, but the game will give you the option to skip the area if you want to, or stop, like stop asking me to skip, or just keep going from where you're at, right? That'll come up later in the video, by the way. I just want to show you this up cliff that I found that I actually enjoyed quite a bit. Yeah, like, it's fun. Like this, where do you go? Where's right and left? All you can assume is based on the fact that items are on the right and left and middle, right? But if you take those out, you're completely like, where's the rails? This is stairs, steps. That one right here, when you're jumping over that donut, it's like half eating donut. I was like, okay, when do I get out of it? Okay, do I have to wait, time it, something? And then boom, you got big blaze spinning wheels, like Pioneer wheels, just coming down saying Ancestry.com, baby. And it's just the levels keep changing. Like you keep going, and look at this. I'm gonna show you this right now. I don't know where you become like some veteran. My bad. You become some like 2D alien surviving shooter like in the old arcade eras. My favorite though of those sections is at the end of the video, which you'll get there. But first, I gotta show you this one area that I was like, wow, it was so beautiful, and it starts with this section. A sword fight. Like, what the heck? We got a sword fight in this game. We got sword fighting. I mean, this is like, wow. But anyway, you do some battling, and after you win, apparently, like, it becomes... Oh, crap. I just deleted something. I shouldn't have. It, like, becomes this twisted world where it switches, and I die a lot, by the way. I do die a lot in this area. I'm going to show you real quick on this video. I want to try to keep these videos between 10 to 15 minutes tops, where I talk about my first impressions. And like I said, please, if you have input, just let me know if I should script these things a little more, and if you prefer that, or you like the rawness and just pure non-scripted input from me, sharing what I think of the game. Just let me know in the comments, please. Anyway, look at this. It's like following the beat, it switches dimensions, and the fans, the blades that you're supposed to avoid, or you gotta remember them. I eventually reached a part like that I just died a ton, so I'm not gonna be showing that because it's embarrassing. Nah, it's not embarrassing. It's just like boring to watch. You know, you're here to play something else, and that's where I got the screen saying you want to skip, and then I said no, and then it said again, and I was like, okay, you know what? No, don't ask me again. I'm done. Let me show you my favorite map before I leave you, because whoa, I'm at 12 minutes here. Holy crap! And so you got, like I said, the building jumping, which it's in here, trust me, and like the spaceship that's trying to, like this ship that's trying to kill you. I'm gonna post it up here real quick. It's amazing. This is, by the way, like I said, on PlayStation and PC, and I think Xbox too, if I remember right, but it's on mobile though. It's exclusive for Apple Arcade for a bit. Undisclosed time frame, if I remember right. But I'm gonna get to that part that I wanted to show you. Holy crap! There's so much. Okay, here it is. There's the last level I want to show you just for the last 2 minutes. It's like, it's amazing. Like these twists. By the way, there's one section with a car. I won't get to show you that one here, but okay, I'm getting to it. Give me a second. There. So there's a section where you go into like this VR headset because you became a cartridge, and they put you in the VR headset, and you're just traveling into this like a 2D, I don't know, Star Wars trench run kind of style gameplay, and you just go on collecting hearts, and sometimes the walls will switch between what the beat goes by, and you have to avoid avoid the switching and get the heart. Let me show you. And then once you pass this area where the beating, as you can see, it'll beat around the beat. It'll beat around the beat. It'll go into like a weird 2D. The best example I got is like Donkey Kong 64, where you go into like there's this mini game with a space. I think it's an astronaut or something. My bad. I forgot to put the do not disturb on the phone as I'm trying to scroll here. But as you'll see, you'll be on the headset itself, and the music actually will eventually become your weapon, and you can shoot timing according to the music, or even the enemies will time their weapon shoots to the beat. And it just got so intense. I was in love with it. Like, I wanted to keep playing, but I was like, no, I need to stop, and then I need to work on another video after this one because it's nuts. But yeah, like, it's beautiful. I'm just gonna leave you with some of that gameplay for the end of the video and stop talking. I recommend it. I do caution for people that do get a little I don't know, like it's too much color. Like it is a lot of popping and moving, and it might get used to people that don't are not used to thinking on the fly with like game mechanics, and you kind of have a muscle memory that helps you guides you through some of these levels. Definitely, if you're more on the raw side of lacking experience as to gaming on these arcade style games, I do believe you're going to struggle a little bit, but it's worth it. It's worth it to me. But anyway, it's in Wario 7. I hope you like my raw thoughts on this game. I will keep going with it. If you want a review, let me know and I can make one for you. And yeah, I'll keep going. Eduardo 7 on social medias. And let me know if you have another game that you want me to check out. I'll check it out for you and make a 30-minute, 1-minute first impressions on it. And I'll talk to you all next time.